100-meter tall building, an illegal construction and an impending demolition. That really is the story of the Supertech Twin Towers here in Noida. Hello and welcome. You're watching our special right here on CNN News 18 with me, Ridhima Bhatnagar. What you see behind me are the Supertech Twin Towers, which are all set to be demolished at 2:30 p.m. on the 28th of August. They've been strapped with 3,500 kgs of explosives, which means once they are activated, it will be a matter of minutes before this structure is brought down. Now you must be wondering, why exactly is this demolition happening? And more importantly, how will the demolition actually take place? Sit tight. Over the next 30 minutes, I'll be answering all those questions.
On November 23, 2004, the Noida Authority allotted a portion of a plot of land to Supertech for the development of a group housing society. Construction of multi-storied towers was sanctioned under the Noida Building Regulations and Directions. Amid a series of plan revisions in a third revised plan in March 2012, the number of floors of towers 16 and 17 was increased to 40 and 39 floors respectively, with a height of 121 meters. Soon after towers 16 and 17 were cleared, the Emerald Court Owners Residents Welfare Association challenged the revision plans by way of a writ petition filed before the Allahabad High Court and sought directions for demolishing these towers under the provisions of the UP Apartments Act 2010. On April 11, 2014, the Allahabad High Court ordered demolition of the two buildings within 4 months and refund of money to apartment buyers. But construction continued. Supertech filed a special leave petition before the Supreme Court challenging this order of the Allahabad High Court. The battle moves to the Supreme Court. On August 31, 2021, the Supreme Court upheld the Allahabad High Court ruling asking the builder group to demolish the Twin Towers and sanctioning prosecution of the officials. The Supreme Court found the towers flouted regulations regarding distance to be maintained between buildings, fire safety regulations, and said they were constructed through acts of collusion between officers of Noida and the Supertech group. On the 7th of February 2022, the Supreme Court directed that the demolition be carried out within 2 weeks. FIRs were filed against the involved officials of Supertech and Noida Authority. In May, the deadline was extended till the 28th of August on the advice of experts. The agency appointed for the demolition, Edifice Engineering, sought time on grounds of a slight change in design after carrying out test blasts. A bandwidth of 1 week from August 29th to September 4th was also granted. However, it wasn't required. August 28th is the date. India counts down to its biggest ever demolition explosion.
In just 9 seconds, this building, the Noida Twin Towers, will be demolished. A long legal case leads to the fall of the Twin Towers. But there's an issue. Two societies, Supertech Emerald Court and ATS Village, are built close, one just 9 meters away. What safety measures will be adopted? Who will demolish these towers and how? We will answer all these questions in this video. With over 30 floors and close proximity to other residences, this is no ordinary demolition. Experts who've been flown in from South Africa will use what's called waterfall implosion. More than 3,500 kgs of explosives will be placed inside pillars, and over 9,500 holes have been made for this. As the name suggests, waterfall implosion means upon explosion, the towers will simultaneously fall inwards and not cause the debris to fall outside of the premises. The explosion used is also unique. It's a mix of dynamite, plastic explosives and emulsions put together. It will bring down the towers in just 9 seconds. So is the hope of demolition company Edifice Engineering, who in collaboration with Demolition, a South Africa-based award-winning demolition expert, have been given this task. For safety of the nearby buildings, the Twin Towers have been covered with layers of wire mesh and a sturdy fabric called geotextile to prevent damage from flying debris. And debris is not the only issue. A cloud of dust higher than the size of the building will also arise. Not just that, to cover the financial risks, The demolition company has pledged an insurance of 100 crore rupees. That would complete phase 1 of the demolition. And if all goes well, phase 2 will kick in. Clearing the debris, an estimated 36,000 cubic meters of concrete waste and 3,500 tons of steel waste will be generated. Cleaning this may take up to 3 months. Things have to work for this one-of-a-kind demolition to take place. What finally unfolds? Watch this space as we bring you second-by-second coverage of the demolition.
The engineering firm behind the demolition has been preparing for the last 6 months. The charge will move from bottom to top in a sequential manner. Engineers on the ground want this demolition to be like a wave to contain the impact on the ground. The explosion needs to be extremely precise. There are 3,500 kgs explosives strapped to the buildings. 9,400 holes have been drilled into columns and shears, and the explosives have been stuffed inside. 20,000 connections, shock tubes in place, will be joined on demolition day. The blasting area is covered with 4 layers of iron mesh and 2 layers of blanket to avoid rubble flying. 9 seconds is all it will take for the structures to collapse. Engineers will generate current from the dynamo and then press the button which will ignite the detonators in all shock tubes within those 9 seconds. The engineers will be 50 to 70 meters away from the building. The collapse is what is being referred as the waterfall implosion. Basements will collapse first, then floors one by one in a sequential manner. Sharp burst of outward pressure will spread like a shock wave. It'll shatter the concrete. The building will collapse like water. Post the demolition, the expected time to clean up the area is about 2 to 3 months. Let's now get you a deeper understanding of the tech behind it and the science as far as this demolition is concerned. I spoke to a whole host of experts who've been involved in this entire demolition process for months now. Let's listen in.
28th, it is that the building is 100% charged and 100% ready for demolition to do the implosion. So 28 on 2:30